How Chris McCandless Died. The New Yorker. Close. Close. Skip to content. Subscribe to The New Yorker. Subscribe. Home. Magazine. News. Culture. Politics. Books. Science tech. Business. Cartoons. Video. Archive. Photo booth. Daily shouts. Page turner. Daily comment. Amy Davidson. John Cassidy. Andy Borowitz. Shop. If Holden Caulfield Spoke Russian. Maine. September 12, 2013. How Chris McCandless Died. Posted by John Krakauer. Utility comments. Comments button display : none. Print. More. Share close. Credit linked in email. 21 years ago this month, on September 6, 1992, the decomposed body of Christopher McCandless was discovered by moose hunters just outside the northern boundary of Denali National Park. He had died inside a rusting bus that served as a makeshift shelter for trappers, dog mushers, and other backcountry visitors. Taped to the door was a note scrawled on a page torn from a novel by Nikolai Gogol. Attention possible visitors. SOS. I need your help. I am injured, near death, and too weak to hike out of here. I am all alone. This is no joke. In the name of God, please remain to save me. I am out collecting berries close by and shall return this evening. Thank you. Chris McCandless. August. From a cryptic diary found among his possessions, it appeared that McCandless had been dead for 19 days. A driver's license issued 8 months before he perished indicated that he was 24 years old and weighed 140 pounds. After his body was flown out of the wilderness, an autopsy determined that it weighed 67 pounds and lacked discernible subcutaneous fat. The probable cause of death, according to the coroner's report, was starvation. In Into the Wild, the book I wrote about McCandless's brief, confounding life, I came to a different conclusion. I speculated that he had inadvertently poisoned himself by eating seeds from a plant commonly called wild potato, known to botanists as Hedysarum halpinum. According to my hypothesis, a toxic alkaloid in the seeds weakened McCandless to such a degree that it became impossible for him to hike out to the highway or hunt effectively, leading to starvation. Because Hedysarum halpinum is described as a non-toxic species in both the scientific literature and in popular books about edible plants, my conjecture was met with no small amount of derision, especially in Alaska. I've received thousands of letters from people who admire McCandless for his rejection of conformity and materialism in order to discover what was authentic and what was not, to test himself, to experience the raw throb of life without a safety net. But I've also received plenty of mail from people who think he was an idiot who came to grief because he was arrogant, woefully unprepared, mentally unbalanced, and possibly suicidal. Most of these detractors believe my book glorifies a senseless death. As the columnist Craig Middard wrote in the Anchorage Daily News in 2007, Into the Wild is a misrepresentation, a sham, a fraud. There, I'd finally said what somebody is needed to say for a long time. Krakauer took a poor misfortunate prone to paranoia, someone who left a note talking about his desire to kill the false being within. Someone who managed to starve to death in a deserted bus not far off the Georgia Parks Highway, and made the guy into a celebrity. Why the author did that should be obvious. He wanted to write a story that would sell. The debate over why McCandless perished, and the related question of whether he is worthy of admiration, has been smoldering, and occasionally flaring, for more than 2 decades now. But last December, the writer named Ronald Hamilton posted a paper on the internet that brings fascinating new facts to the discussion. Hamilton, it turns out, has discovered hitherto unknown evidence that appears to close the book on the cause of McCandless's death. To appreciate the brilliance of Hamilton's investigative work, some backstory is helpful. The diary and photographs recovered with McCandless's body indicated that, beginning on June 24, 1992, the roots of the Hedysarum halpinum plant became a staple of his daily diet. On July 14, he started harvesting and eating Hedysarum halpinum seeds as well. One of his photos depicts the 1-gallon Ziploc bag stuffed with these seeds. When I visited the bus in July 1993, wild potato plants were growing everywhere I looked in the surrounding taiga. I filled the 1-gallon bag with more than a pound of seeds in less than 30 minutes. On July 30,